This tutorial is on scholarly article autopsy. It is part 4 in our Search for Sources series. After watching this tutorial, you'll understand the elements of a scholarly article. Once you know you've found a scholarly article, you need to be able to read, understand, and analyze it. Scholarly writing has a specific form and tone, and being familiar with the characteristics of an article will be a useful skill. Here's an example of a scholarly article in a history journal. Some key features are: the title will be near the top of the page and is often very long and specific. It tells you exactly what the article is about. The author's name or names should also be on the first page and should also list their credentials or affiliation. This will help you decide if the authors are qualified to write about the topic. It will also give you an idea about the author's perspective. For example, an author who works in the Department of History will probably have a different approach from an author who's a CEO of a startup. The publication information tells you what journal it was published in, along with which volume, issue, and year. It may also include the page numbers and the DOI, which is a link to this specific article on the web. The abstract is a short summary of the article. Read through it to decide if it's worth reading the whole article. In some databases, only the abstract is available, and you can't get to the whole article. You never want to cite an article if you haven't read the whole thing. The first part of the article is the introduction. It gives a lead-in to the topic, introduces the research question or thesis, and talks about the goal of the article. It may have a heading that says Introduction. If the author did research for the article, there should be a method or methodology section. The authors will tell you how they did the research. This is important because other authors need to be able to repeat or recreate the research. In some articles, the method section will explain how an experiment or study was done. In others, the authors might explain how they selected books or articles to analyze, or how they looked through data that already existed. The results section contains the data collected during the research process. This section is often very short. In the discussion, findings, or conclusion section, the authors talk about what they discovered and why it's important. If they didn't get the exact results they wanted, they might talk about why that is or what went wrong. At the end of the paper is a reference, bibliography, or works cited section, just like in a paper for class. These are all the sources that the authors cited in the article or consulted during their research. If you liked the article, you might want to see if any of the sources they cited would also be good for your project. Being able to understand scholarly articles is an important skill because you'll use them at some point in your college career. Scholarly articles exist in every field or major. Thanks for watching. Contact the library if you'd like assistance. If you'd like to share feedback on this tutorial, you can do so at the link or QR code on your screen.